And we can actually go to Yusuf Gaigi. He's outside the embassy from where we're seeing these pictures. He joins us on the phone now from Tunis. So, Yusuf, perhaps you can clear up a little bit for us what's happening. Have they or have they not breached the embassy wall?
Yes, I've seen people climbing the embassy wall like 5 minutes ago. They were able to jump in, and protesters actually removed police units, which seemed big in the beginning of the protest, but now they are all out of the area around the embassy. Protesters were able to climb the embassy. I can see black smoke coming out of the embassy area, actually, and the situation is chaotic, actually, here. It's turning out to be very different from what we expected here in Tunis. We thought police was in control, but actually protesters were able to climb and enter the U.S. Embassy, which is a fortress in Tunis. And now they are inside, literally, and black smoke is coming out of the embassy.
So they are still inside the embassy. We can see people on the balcony of the building. Is that protesters as far as you can see?
I'm not really sure. I'm out of that area because there was a lot of gunfire, a lot of tear gas, so I had to go away from the area, but I can see black smoke coming out of the embassy. I think protesters were able to enter the embassy. I'm not really sure if police will be able to go back in the area and control the situation, but for the moment, the protesters entered the embassy and are setting some things on fire for sure.
And tell us what the police are doing at the moment. We can see an awful lot of vehicles going around and odd numbers of police, but there doesn't seem to be any coordinated action.
Well, the Tunisian police is known for its good coordination, and sometimes it's the use of force to control protests, but this time they were really unable to control the situation, even though we had 3 police units like police, National Guard and Army. Protesters were able to remove them from that area. Now they are trying to control the area. They are patrolling around, and there are some clashes and confrontation with protesters who only had drugs. They didn't have any other weapon. The black smoke is strengthening now, and it seems like there is a fire inside the embassy, but I'm not sure. We're not able to see inside because there are a lot of protesters in the area, and they are in control of the area around the embassy, or it's at least very dangerous.
Yeah, certainly. We're also seeing those pictures, Yusuf, of big clouds of black smoke coming from the building. Any word on who's inside, apart from the protesters?
Earlier, we saw a few people based on the roof of the embassy. We know that the embassy have a few Marines based there, and they seem like security people. I'm not really sure if the staff of the embassy was told to stay out of this area and stay at home today. So I do not know if there are people inside or not, but there are at least security people and Marines inside the embassy.
Okay, and any clear idea at this stage of who the protesters are? Are we looking at a wide mix of people, or are we looking at young men looking to cause trouble?
Well, we're talking about young men who are religious to a certain extent, and who were offended by the movie that was seen on the internet. And some of the people came from areas inside Tunisia, so outside Tunis, from the countryside. And we hear of buses or trucks coming with people to protest in front of the embassy. However, the number was not that large this morning until protesters were able to break into police lines.